Good morning, I'm Ms. Deline, and I'm here with my almost daily oracle card. And from the deck of Sacred Rebels deck. And today's card is Legacy of Light. I love this card so much. It's just, the artwork is beautiful, everything about it I love. You're being asked to honor the legacy of light that is your sacred birthright. Take nourishment and support from those that have come before you, your ancestral lines, not only in blood but also in spirit. Perhaps these are beings that have inspired and motivated you to live as a sacred rebel from your heart and with belief in yourself. The more you are nourished by this legacy of light from your past, the more you become a bearer of the legacy for those that will be supported by your light in the future. This is a sacred endowment from the great universal source of light to humanity. It is the light of wisdom, creativity, radical change. That's not what it says, but that's what I read. Radical courage, which I think brings radical change. Love and respect that is passed down from the heart of each generation to the next. The legacy of light is your spiritual birthright to refine and shine your essence into the world, to be like a sun, radiant and unapologetic of your nature. The oracle of legacy of light comes to you when you need confirmation that a creative choice you are making or have made or soon will make is one that is in alignment with your sacred purpose and spiritual path of healing and growth. The legacy of light cannot be ignored without some detriment to your sense of well-being. The legacy of light also calls to you on the unconditionally loving support. Let me read that again. The legacy of light also asks you to call on the unconditionally loving support that exists for you every day. This light will offer you all manner of assistance. To not call upon it is like starving because you believe you have no means to acquire food while a feast lays before your eyes. If only you would partake of it. Perhaps you worry that you're asking too much of those who wish to assist you. However, this is a mistaken belief. Those beings of unconditional love who assist us spiritually each day need to shine just as we do. When they are embraced for their purpose, to assist with the spiritual growth of humanity through unconditional love, they too become a part of the legacy of light, shining bright with love and helping to illuminate the world. Although you may doubt your goodness at times, and being human does mean there will be some dark moments on your path, this oracle affirms that you are coming from love with the pure intention to simply live your life and do your best in the circumstances in which you find yourself. You're being asked to avail yourself of the help that is awaiting your request so that your own light can become a part of the greater shining legacy of divine brilliance made manifest upon the earth. This oracle is also guiding you to something in your family history or spiritual ancestry that is relevant to you now. Your spiritual ancestry can be recognized through the traditions and cultures you are intrigued by and interested in. They do not have to be the same as the spiritual traditions that you are raised with in this lifetime, although they may be. The influence of your family history and or spiritual tradition may be encouraging and constructive, but it may also be holding you back. Sometimes we unintentionally absorb the hidden fears of our parents or our religious upbringing, such as the belief that dreams cannot manifest or that we have to compromise to the point of losing what makes us feel truly alive. If you can relate to this or want healing just in case, it is happening beyond the level of your conscious awareness. You're also acknowledged through this oracle as having some special creative and healing offering to make to the world in this lifetime. You will leave a legacy of light for the greater good upon this planet, and you will be lovingly supported in many ways by the great creative universal intelligence when you ask for help. If you don't know how to do that, just ask. it's all about asking, and whether you do it through prayer or through meditation or just opening yourself up to divine, unconditional, loving light. And this card is amazing. I have another deck that I draw from, and it had something similar about asking for help from those that have passed before. And for me, this card brings up stuff, because my physical ancestry is questionable. I don't think that the man who raised me is really my father. My biological father, right? And my mother was adopted. And so, and none of that matters, because I know that my ancestry consists of hundreds, thousands perhaps, of women who have passed creative, intuitive, loving light down to the next generation and the next generation. And there is some hardship during that lineage too, that I feel as women we're all connected to. But this is about that legacy of light. So my focus in this lifetime has been on leaving a legacy of light, and to me, light is love. And so my focus is to be as loving as possible, as loving as humanly possible, and to bring more love into the world. When I dance, I channel pure love through me. I try to be as loving as possible to people, and that's the legacy that I want to leave, a legacy of love. And then the Native Americans, they talk about the seventh generation, and what we do now affects all the way to the seventh generation, and I believe beyond that. Okay, so what I do now, how I act in the world, the light that I bring in or don't bring in, affects following generations. So one of the things that I love about being a belly dancer is that as a belly dancer, I can see a clear lineage of, I feel connected to my belly dance sisters from eons ago. This dance is something that has been happening for thousands of years. It's changed and shifted over that time depending on, what's going on in the world at the moment. But the movements are movements that have been passed down for thousands of years. I have no doubt about that. I know what I know. And so I'm doing movements now in 2020 on planet Earth that were being done thousands of years ago. I'm also a teacher. I'm teaching people to do these same movements. I have students who have become teachers. I have students of students who have become teachers, and students of students of students. Okay, so already I have like 4 generations of dancers. Let's see, there's me, then the next one, the next one, the next one. So yeah, 4 generations at least that I know of, right? So I know that far into the future, because each of them will inspire people. Far into the future, long after I'm gone, people will be doing moves that I taught. So I'm in this time-space continuum, which I think of, because belly dancing to me is all about the light. It's all about love. It's about honoring ourselves as women. It's about getting in touch with ourselves and our divine femininity and expressing that in the world in perhaps some would think it an unusual way, but it's a beautiful expression of light when we perform belly dancing. It's women empowerment. And so we're in this time-space continuum where people are doing this all around Mother Earth, this dance in every country imaginable, and through space and time, right? So this is one of my legacies of light. I'm also a Reiki master. So the Reiki has come down, it was started in the 1800s, but I'm part of that legacy of light also. And Reiki is a healing method. And then just my, being a woman and having children and grandchildren. And it's important for me to be a loving presence so that no matter what goes on in their world, they know that I'm a loving presence. And no matter how dark things seem or how hard life is, they know that they have this loving presence. And I want that presence to go beyond my lifetime. So, anyway, beautiful card. Love it, love it, love it. Legacy of light. You personally are a legacy of light on this planet at this time, and your legacy will be carried on. Trust me, it will be. I love you. Thank you for bringing light into the world by being you.